Welcome to my world. Another day, another time, another period for knowledge acquisition. Knowledge is power, health is wealth. Today the topic is palpitation and dehydration exposed. I was shocked to discover that palpitation is a very popular topic amongst many people from a research that was done in Saudi Arabia and other nations. So it cut across. When you now look at it, that even younger people, they know about palpitation, then you wonder what is this. Because my first experience of palpitation happened when the family business was defrauded. I was in charge by the manager, and when I got to the bank and confirmed it, it was shocking to me. But I got back to my office, just the usual puff puff. I used to take so many wraps of puff puff. After taking it, I just discovered I started experiencing serious palpitation that went within a space of a short time. That I didn't experience it for almost many decades, because I was still in my early 30s then. So palpitation and dehydration is what I want to talk about. So let us have a listening so that we all can gather more knowledge and yes, be healthier. Let us now try the definitions of palpitation and dehydration. Definitions. World Health Organization sees palpitation more as one of the symptoms of anxiety disorder, the world's most common mental disorder, affecting over 301 million people in 2019. They experience excessive fear or worry about a specific situation. But the British Heart Foundation sees it more as a heart problem, and that people suddenly become aware of their heartbeat pounding or beating more quickly than usual. I experienced it once in my life, early age, and it was a serious beating that I felt that it could even be treated as spiritual. Dehydration. According to the World Health Organization, they define dehydration as a condition that results from excessive loss of body water caused by illness, sweating, or inadequate intake. The most common causes of dehydration in children are vomiting and diarrhea. It could also be medication side effects. So dehydration is a problem that you can easily think is just for children, but adults suffers it too, and that is where the relationship of palpitation and dehydration comes in. Dehydration is a serious problem in children, and that's where WHO comes in with the scale for dehydration, as you can see in the picture above. The general appearance of the child or the person, the baby is well and alert. But when there is a problem, you now see the baby as restless, irritable, and lethargy or unconscious. The eye is sunken when it is abnormal, and thirst for drink eagerly, and where it is a serious problem, it drinks poorly and unable to drink. So the management is even more serious. The skin toggle is when you pull the skin like this, it goes back slowly for those who are dehydrated, babies who are dehydrated, and then babies that are very, very dehydrated, it goes back very, very slowly. So one must know that if care is not taken, the baby, you may just lose the baby and the baby will die. So dehydration is a more serious problem than the one that we are talking about the relationship between palpitation and dehydration. How popular are these two experiences, palpitation and dehydration? These two conditions, how popular are they? Let us use the research findings to really talk about the knowledge of palpitation or dehydration. In a Saudi study, The factor, the demographic occupation, nationality, marital status, educational level, income level, BMI, etc., into perception of palpitation. They found that regarding the level of perception, 93.3% of participants reported the correct definition of palpitation as a feeling of abnormal and rapid heartbeat. However, 91.8% think there is a relationship between palpitation and caffeine consumption. So this really shows the level of awareness of palpitation, which means probably many people have experienced it before, and that is why I said I was shocked in the beginning. In a similar study on perception of dehydration, this time in Saudi, the same Saudi, the participant 393 displayed good knowledge of dehydration definition, prevention, and water intake recommendation. They also know the daily water intake recommendation of 3.7 liters for men and 2.7 liters for women. So we can then understand that dehydration is a common knowledge of the people as well as palpitation. Probably, I'm not saying this, that they got to that experience from both, that is the relationship between dehydration and palpitation. Let us look at the relationship of the two conditions, palpitation and dehydration. How are they related? Or is there no relationship amongst them at all? That is the next step. The lab is a very veritable tool for really studying relationship of any condition. So we may now move into the laboratory. Laboratory diagnosis. Yes, we can test for dehydration using blood markers that confirm hypertonicity, where the serum sodium concentration will be greater than 145 millimoles per liter, and the intracellular dehydration. Also, the full blood count, thyroid function test, urine electrolyte, urea electrolyte, LFT, ECG, odor monitoring could also be done. Relationship explained physiologically. When one is dehydrated, the blood is thickened and more sodium is now displayed, because dehydration is just a removal of water, thereby thickening your blood, also decreasing the volume, so the heart beat faster in order to compensate for the decrease, and also the blood pressure increases as well. Keeping your body hydrated helps your heart pump blood more easily and allow oxygen to reach your muscles. You know the heart is a muscle, so you can understand the cardiovascular problem that could arise, which helps the muscle work efficiently. One of the many researchers to reference on this issue of dehydration is Joshua Cooper, 2005, where he listed caffeine, alcohol, stress, fatigue, dehydration, illness and overreactive thyroid, and some of the things that could increase extra beat that are felt. Finally, we all may experience palpitation one way or one day or the other. The one that is serious, that may lead to serious cardiac arrest or cardiovascular problem, serious one, needs the clinician, needs treatment, early treatment. The ones that just needs you to observe what you are reacting to, because one's reactions, like I personally react to caffeine. I don't drink anything that has caffeine, especially coffee. Once I take coffee or something that is like it, I will surely experience palpitation. So it does not necessarily mean that once you have that condition, then you are a patient to be given drugs. Drugs itself has the side effects, and that side effects may be even worse than the palpitation you are running away from. So it is very necessary for us to have a clear and open mind about this condition of palpitation and dehydration. If you like my presentation as usual, just press the like button, subscribe, and surely you will have more quality production from me. Thank you.